Hello and welcome once again to the 3-day weather forecast with Paul Ugbah. The satellite imagery on Friday morning shows a storm which traversed the central parts of the country and gave about 38.5 millimeters of rainfall to Kaduna and 60.8 millimeters to Bida in Niger State. Parts of Abuja and Nasarawa State also reported rain during the early hours of Friday. And so for the rest of Friday, we expect the central parts of the country to remain stable the rest of the day, with prospects for thunderstorms only around the southern parts of the country and also part of the northeastern Nigeria around Gombe, Yola, and Jalingo areas. Temperatures over the north are expected to be as high as 43 degrees Celsius over Nguru and 42 degrees Celsius over Maiduguri and also over Sokoto areas. Other areas within the northern parts of the country are expected to see temperatures between 40 and 41 degrees Celsius, while Kaduna is expected to report temperatures of 33 degrees Celsius. The lowest, 29 degrees Celsius, is expected over just in Plateau State. Temperatures over the south are expected to be much lower and expected to range between 32 degrees Celsius to about 33 degrees Celsius over Port Harcourt, while Warri is expected to be 34 degrees Celsius. Ikeja in Lagos State is also expected to be 33 degrees Celsius. And for our air quality forecast, we expect to see air quality that is considered unhealthy only for sensitive group of persons around the northern states extending from Maiduguri through Kano down to Zamfara State, while other places extending from the north central parts of the country down to the south are expected to have moderate air quality index without any threat to persons living around this area. Parts of Taraba and also parts of Nasarawa and also parts of Benue State are expected to have good air quality, and also we expect good air quality around Lokoja in Kogi State. By Saturday, we still expect thunderstorms to affect most of the southern parts of the country, talking about Ikom, Enugu, Port Harcourt, and also Lagos areas, while the northeastern parts of the country are expected to remain partly cloudy with prospects for thunderstorms much later in the day. The central parts of the country also look good for some thunderstorms much later in the day on Saturday. Temperatures are expected to remain highest at 43 degrees Celsius over Nguru, while temperatures over Sokoto are expected to drop slightly to 41 degrees Celsius, 40 over Kano areas, and 33 over Kaduna, while Jos is expected to be 28 degrees Celsius. As we move towards the central parts of the country, we expect to see partly cloudy conditions over the central parts of the country, especially those states with proximity to rivers Benue and rivers Niger. Temperatures along these states are expected to range between 32 and 33 degrees Celsius, while the southern parts of the country have prospects for thunderstorms, with temperatures expected to range between 30 degrees Celsius over Akure to about 32 degrees Celsius in other parts of the south, Enugu, Ikom, Port Harcourt, and also Ikeja in Lagos State. For air quality forecast on this day, we still expect good air quality, especially over most of the southwestern states and also parts of Taraba State, while moderate air quality is expected over most of the country extending from Niger through Abuja, Nasarawa, Benue, Kogi, and also the southern parts of the country. However, we expect air quality to be unhealthy for sensitive group of persons in some states in northern Nigeria, talking about places around Yobe State and also Jigawa, Kano, and also parts of the southern states of Enugu are expected to experience air quality that is considered unhealthy only for sensitive group of persons. By Sunday, there are still prospects for thunderstorms over the southern parts of the country, with temperatures expected to be much lower and range from 29 degrees Celsius over Ibadan to about 31 degrees Celsius over Enugu areas, while the northern parts of the country are expected to experience higher temperatures, although temperatures over Sokoto and Maiduguri are expected to drop slightly to 41 degrees Celsius over Maiduguri and 40 degrees Celsius over Sokoto, while the central parts of the country are expected to experience partly cloudy conditions with temperatures expected to range between 28 degrees Celsius over Jos to about 39 degrees Celsius over Yelwa. For air quality forecast on this day, most of the country is still expected to experience moderate air quality index without any threat to the health of persons. Taraba State is expected to experience very good air quality, while the northern parts of the country, talking about Borno State, Jigawa, Yobe, and also parts of Katsina and Kaduna State are expected to have air quality that is considered unhealthy for sensitive group of persons, as well as Enugu in southern Nigeria. This is where we'll conclude our 3-day weather forecast. Thanks for watching, and do keep a date with us again.